Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to my completed pages for the month of December. I managed to finish 25 pages this month, which is, it's okay, it's not as much as I initially wanted to finish, but you know, I do other things, stuff happens. So yeah, 25 pages for this month, and I'm going to switch the camera around to show you my pages now. So here we are, and the first book is The Spooky Cutie by Coco Wyo, and I simply finished the next image in line, which is this little mushroom, friends and a ghost, picnic page, and as you can see, I have one of my favorite color combinations going on, pink and purple. I tried to stick to a bit of a limited color palette, so you have the repeating colors of pink, purple, and blue, yellow. I think this is some gold acrylic paint that I used for the moon, but it doesn't really sparkle on camera because the wax bloom of the colored pencils that I used is kind of distracting from it. So this page is all colored pencil, no alcohol mark basing, and I actually quite like it. I think it's just a cute topic, and yeah, another page done in Spooky Cutie. Then next up we have Gabby Wolf's Flowers. This is another book that I pretty much work in order in. And here we have this little floral circle. I'm not going to call it a mandala, it's not really qualifying for mandala, but yeah, I think it's a very nice looking ornament. Again, you have yellow, purple, and pink. I'm really very original this month, but yeah, also added a very bold yellow background. And yeah, I really like how this book is coming along. I'm using, again, colored pencils as a shading method. I use the white dots. It's not really shading, it's just like accents, you know, it's basically flat coloring with colored pencils and then adding some white dots. And yeah, I think I like the outcome. So that was Flowers by Gabby Wolf. Then who would have thought that I actually finished a page in Fairy Tales and Folklore? This is one of the newest books that I've gotten, and I swear to you, the only reason that I even dared coloring in it is because my second copy arrived. If you've watched my haul, I think it was the December haul, where I mentioned that I actually ordered this book 3 times. One order was somehow on currently unavailable, pretty much in limbo, which is the order that literally arrived 2 weeks after I filmed my haul. Then one order was cancelled, and the third order was the one that arrived previous to this one. So yeah, what I'm using this copy of the book for is similar to the Gabby Wolf Flowers. I'm just going to do flat colored pencil shading and then add some white dots as accents. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty okay as a first image in this book. It's not too bad. Yeah, and I mean, everyone loves this book. I've seen this in so many different videos because it is the new print of the very first coloring book by Emily Liderhall-Oudberg, and her artwork is very popular. So yeah, I'm really glad and kind of proud of myself that I finished a page in this one, Fairy Tales and Folklore. Next up, we have Dog Beauty by Crook Crook, and this book has been arriving in my completed pages videos for the past 4 months, I think. And yeah, this is the image I've done for December. I don't know the hair. I just wanted to have a bit of a contrast to the orangey red flowers down here. And yeah, it's all colored pencils again. I don't really keep track of the brands that I use. I think it was Color. I was using the 72 set of the Colors pretty often this month, so that's probably what it is. Also, as always, some white acrylic paint as accents. Yeah. I think it at least turned out better than the last image that I've done in here. I'm not going to go look for it, but yeah, that is the page for December in Dog Beauty. Once again, I've worked in Matchstick Mouse, a floral coloring book. This is overall the 3rd page I have done in this book, and also generally like my 3rd page because I just don't color enough in the Matchstick Mouse books. I love them. They're so cute and they're pretty quick finishes. I don't know why I'm not reaching more for them. But yeah, this is the page I've done. I think it's pretty cute. She's delivering flowers and a letter with her friends. Again, pretty much straight colored pencils, coloring, no alcohol markers, a bit of shading, not too many white dots because I didn't want to overwhelm the small image, but yeah, I like it. I think it's cute. Matchstick Mouse Flora Coloring Book. Then we have another Camellia Angel Cova book, the 50 Easter and Spring Fairy Houses, and I actually didn't count that as a page because it's just the title page here. I actually finished this today. I again used colored pencils, but this time it was the Castle Arts. I wanted to switch it up a little. I have been using the Color for many pages this month, so this is the Castle Arts and some glitter acrylic paint pen for the Easter eggs there. Again, you have pink, purple, blue, just my favorite colors. And yeah, I actually already started the next page, but it's at a very early whip stage. So I only have this to show for the 50 Eastern Spring Fairy Houses. Next up, we have Simple Art by Coco Wyo, and as the title of the book says, I kept these pages very simple. I actually used alcohol markers for a change, some white dots. You can see there is a bleed through. And yeah, the alcohol marker finish, of course, looks very nice, very smooth, no streaking, no wax bloom as you usually have with colored pencils. There's not too much of a wax bloom because this is Prismacolors actually, but yeah, I have done this page, which seems to be a nice vacation. Then I did this farming themed little page here, also quite cute. And let's remove these real quick. And I also did this one, the cabin in the mountains, surrounded by a moon. No shading, just straight alcohol markers and some white dots as accents, because it's simple art. So yeah, that was that. Then we have sidelights, fanlights, and transoms. I have been working a bunch in this book as well, and I just felt like using some of my favorite colors and do this pattern page here. Nothing special, but it was fun just to get some color down on a page and have a nice colorful result. So yeah, that was that. Next up, we're getting to our anime-themed pages, and first we have Demon Girls Cute Aries by Cora Yue. And I did this cute girl. As you can see from the wax bloom, I used colored pencils. I gave her ordinary brown hair. I usually like to go a little crazy with my anime-themed images and give them crazy hair, as they sometimes have in anime shows, but not this time. I do like the pink and blue dress, also the blue you find again in her eyes. Used some acrylic glitter marker for the hearts. And oh yeah, I think I based, you can see it very slightly, I based the horns in alcohol marker, but I found out it doesn't really make a difference whether I go all pencil or alcohol marker base, because it's just overwhelmed by pencil anyway. You cannot really see the darkest shading of her hair on camera that well, but there is actually a darker brown as the darkest shading, but oh well. I think it turned out pretty cute. I like it. That was that. And next we have Girls Edition Volume 1 by Erin Zen. And I did this cute girl. And yeah, unfortunately, her hair color kind of blends in with the background. I should have used a bit more of a contrast for that. But I did the background last, and often I do the background first. Often like in color by number pages where I work with acrylic paint. So it gives a nicer finish when I do the background first. Should have done that in this occasion as well, but oh well, it is what it is. At least her clothing stands out. It's a very bluish, tealish, like a jumpsuit. I decided to give her the same color for the top and bottom part of her clothing. And yeah, not one of my best pages, but hey, it's a page done, right? In Girls Edition, then we have Chibi Kawaii Cat Boys, again by Erin Zen. This is one of my favorite books. I try to work as much in it as I can, but this month it was only one page. And it's this cute little boy. Gave him like reddish orange hair and nice contrasting clothes. Some glitter acrylic marker again for the background elements, if you can even call them that. Yeah, I think it's pretty cute. I really like these cute chibi pages. I think I'm gonna make a video where I show only my anime and chibi themed pages. That would be fun for whoever likes these types of pages as well. But that was that. And then we have Kawaii Chibi Girls, again by Erin Zen. This publisher has a ton of books and I love almost all of them. So we have this cute girl here. I gave her very vibrant blue hair with white highlights, acrylic paint everywhere as highlights, a gold glitter marker for the star elements of her bow. And yeah, a pink dress. I also like how the green is repeating in different parts of the image. So yeah, and I like the contrast of the blue and pink. So overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this page. Just love my cute little chibi girls. That was Kawaii Chibi Girls by Erin Zen. And then we have Handsome Boys by Haley Powell. I worked in this already quite a lot. I think in 1 month I finished 5 pages or something, but this month in December I finished only 2, and the first one is of this guy having a nice coffee or tea at home in his kitchen. And this guy in a autumn breeze themed image, all done in colored pencils. Oh yeah, I added in some lighter details again in the pens because they were pretty dark, so I used the blue acrylic paint pen for some of the lines. And yeah, I think they're okay. They turn out pretty nice. Handsome Boys. Then we have the Disney Color by Number pages by Hachette Heroes. I didn't finish as many pages as usual, but yeah, I already said this month it was a bit of a mediocre coloring month for me. Didn't do as much as I could have done because I was also enjoying doing other things. But yeah, here we have Moana in the book Princesses by Hachette Heroes, done all in colored pencil. I think she turned out pretty okay. What was the set of colored pencils I used? I don't remember, but the browns that I used were the only ones that came close to her skin tone, so I hope it doesn't look too off. But yeah. Oh yeah, I also used some white acrylic paint to cover up the lines and numbers in the clouds and in the water reflection down here, but everything else is colored pencils, as you can certainly see by the wax bloom. So that was Princesses. Then we have Girl Power by Hachette Heroes. And what did I do in here? Oh, right, I did Belle. A pretty simple, not very detailed portrait type of image. Just what I felt like doing this month. Not getting into too many detailed images. But yeah, I like how it turned out. It's also like, is it the 3rd image? No, because I haven't finished the first one. But at least it's 1 more page done in here. In the Girl Power. Next up is Saison by Hachette Heroes, and here I did Esmeralda. Ooh, the wax bloom is strong in this one. Yeah, again, a pretty simple image, lots of large parts to color with the same color, colored pencils as most of the time, and white acrylic paint for the snow flakes. Snowballs? Snowflakes. They don't really have the shape of a snowflake, but you know what I mean. It's snowing, right? Ah, English on point again. Yeah, let's not dwell on that too much. That was Saison. And then we're getting to the Colortronic books, and I was a bit of a dum-dum last month because I forgot to show you my finished pages in this one, so I'm just going to show them to you now. Which means that this one, the Peacock, I should have shown you last month, and I forgot. So this is a November completed page. And for December, I did the Japanese temple or castle. It's a castle, it's not a temple. I think. I'm not sure. Let's just say it's a castle. But yeah, both of them are done in acrylic paint. This is so much more impressive than this one. But yeah, I really like this one. I can't believe I haven't shown you that earlier. But these are the 2 pages that I did in the past 2 months in Colortronic. Same goes for the Colortronic animals. Also, I didn't show you the page I did in November, which is this panda. Very funky, colorful. Yeah. And the page I did in December is the The Pug, right, is what you call this dog breed in English, I think. Also very colorful. Also a pretty quick one because no background. So yeah, I hope to finish these books in 2025. This was Colortronic Animals. Then we have this smaller book, Calm, Color by Numbers. And I usually like to finish these images in acrylic paint, but this was way too detailed to use paint and a brush. And so I used colored pencils. So it's just a very simple pattern page, but I had to get it done sometime. And I've chosen December, and this actually took me forever, and it was not fun, but it's at least a page done. And sometimes I just like to do that. I pick a book, and I pick the page that I like the least, and I just get it over with so that it doesn't block me anymore, and I can get to the more fun images later. Sometimes that's just good, you know, to do something that you don't want to do, something that you don't like to do, and do that first, so you can just have it out of the way. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did with that page. In Calm, Color by Numbers. Then in Winter by Sun Life Drawing, I did 2 pages. I did this one with alcohol markers and this one with alcohol markers. I've started my coloring journey with these books, and I kind of switched over to more non-color by number books by now, but I still feel like I should finish these just to, you know, have not bought them for nothing. But yeah, I fell a little out of love with these type of books, which is probably why you're going to see them more. Because of what I just said earlier, you know, the things that you don't like as much, you should do more of to get it over with. Of course, there are also people who say, well, if you're not so much into them anymore, why even spend precious time on them? But I have this, I don't know if you call it, if it falls under completionist syndrome, but as long as I still like the book a little, I feel like I should keep it, work on it, finish it, just as a form of an accomplishment. And sometimes when you have finished something that was not so much fun anymore, but more of a, you had to dedicate yourself to do it, it sometimes feels even more like an accomplishment because you persevered. You know, it wasn't just all fun and enjoyment and a dopamine rush and whatever. You persevered and got something done. I think it's good for, you know, like your discipline. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I'm gonna shut up now and get to the other books. That was Winter. Then we have Color by Colors Autumn. This is one of the first books that I bought when I started my coloring journey all the way back in, I think it was November 2021 when I started. So I did this one, alcohol markers, and this one again with alcohol markers. And the same thing applies to this book, what I said earlier about the Winter by Sun Life Drawing. I will persevere through this book so I can call them done one day. I still have to do couple of pages in here though, so yeah, we'll see how January will go. That was Autumn. And the last book is Heart Mosaic. I'm not even going to show you all the pages because I just breezed through this book and I finished, I think I had only the first 4 pages done, and then I finished all the other pages. So this is just a complete book. I will upload a complete flip through of this sooner or later. But yeah, those were all my pages for the month of December. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of 2024. And maybe see you in the next one. Bye.